Wow, 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 wow. What an excitement. What an excitement. So we got Instagram, we got also on Facebook, on later I'm going to share it to other channels or my team will share it. And we're now going to launch the official launching of the Fear Wisely full course. Fear Wisely is the, let's say, the flagship of of the courses in English, and I'm going to give a pretty elaborated explanation soon. But before that, I want to begin with explaining you first of all, to know you so you can know me. Who am I? Why am I even doing this stuff? Why did I build this course? And how could you take it to your own life? So before I begin, if you have questions on fear, if you have something that you want to ask, this is a good time. This is a good time maybe to consult. So I'm here on live. You can type down your comments. I promise I will get back to you during the live. If it will be a really big question, I might delay I will answer you on privately. But I believe that I could answer you already here because I want everybody to hear and learn as well. So, okay. All right. Thank you, Patricia. So, what brought me to launch this course, to make this course? Let me tell you some stuff about me. At the age of 5, I began practicing martial arts, and I haven't skipped a class since, which means that even at the cost of crying, I remember myself going to classes, to karate, to jiu-jitsu, to Krav Maga classes. I remember myself going crying to the classes. I didn't miss even one class. It's more accurate to say that my dad wouldn't let me skip a class. That's his responsibility. But what I didn't know back then is that um, after the actions, the hearts are following. Means that what I didn't know that I thought I just wasn't. I was a kid going to some self-defense classes, but I didn't know that this was the foundation of the creation of an international laboratory of fear management that will influence so many people all around the world. And throughout the years, I suffered so many injuries. I had so many injuries in my leg, in all of my body. You can see me, you think that I'm healthy, but actually in my body, there are a lot of bones in my body that are pretty broken. I learned to live with them, and a lot of thinking on retirement, of escaping, like finishing the 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 the, the Krav Maga classes, the Muay Thai classes, like every child. But I had my dad that, you know, it back at the time it wasn't that fun. It's not like I'm, retroactively recalling how nice it was that my dad was oppressing me to go, but I didn't know that his discipline had made me something special in terms of fears, because I had so many fears throughout the time, but I had to cope with them. I had to walk with them. And what I understood as a child, that fear is always there. This is what I understood. I will always have fear. I was the winner. I was winning a lot, losing a lot, and still I had a lot of fears. And then I understood that the fear is something integral, inherent in our reality, in our life. And I thought to myself, you know, after going through a lot of obstacles, that maybe fear is not a negative thing. And then I recruited to the IDF. But before I recruited to the IDF, I did an eye surgery, laser. I had glasses, and there was, let's say, some errors in this surgery, and I almost lost my vision. I was on the verge of losing my vision. I remember the doctor saying, "You're probably going to lose your vision. You need to get ready for that." This was a hard time, and fear was accumulated. I was so anxious, and I'm talking about it a lot during the course also. But I had something. I had something that I knew how to work with the fear in those times. This is another moment in my life that like a major moment in my life that I remember clearly. And another moment was when I was in Duvdevan, in the unit of Duvdevan. I recruited to the unit, and I was in a risky operations, life-risking operations on a night basis, basically. We were training during the day and going on operations during the night. This means that I was on a constant life risk. And you can imagine how much fear do you experience, you and your comrades. Endless amount of fears and types. And again, I remember that I already began to develop some kind of a system. Unconscious. It was not conscious. Let me tell you that. It was not conscious, but back at the time. But already I had something. And then I remember that during in the military, in the training accident, I lost my memory again. How horrifying it is to lose your memory. I don't wish anyone to feel that. It's like a horrible feeling. You really don't understand what is the reason to live anymore when you don't have a memory. You feel like a fish, like you're not really living. And again, I had also something in there, some kind of a system that I knew how to work, part of my system. Again, unconscious. Yeah. And then after the military, I found an instinct. Today is a leading Krav Maga and psychology teaching organization. But I was 22. I had no experience in the business world, and the average Krav Maga head organizations back then was like 2 times my age, twice my age. So I'm the youngest founder probably of a Krav Maga organization. I was at the time. And again, a lot of fears, so many fears. But already I sort of knew how to deal with it because I was constantly working on my inner game with a lot of courses, with a lot of training, psychological training. And already, again, I developed more steps to my system. And then after that came the rape incident. Again, just a second. Guys, can you hear me well? Please comment again. Let me know that I'm not talking to myself here. Friends on Instagram, type down please. Let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. Friends on Facebook, let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. All right, so let's proceed. And then was the rape incident in which I had to implement a lot of stuff. The rape incident in Rishon LeZion. Some of you know, I had the chance to save a girl from getting raped in the middle of the night, and I chased the rapist. He had a knife. I fought him, and really frightening situation because you don't know what's going to happen. You think that you're gonna get injured or die. And it's an attacker. It's a capable attacker, you can imagine, a rapist. So again, I knew what I did. Already I was at a phase that I knew what to do. I knew how to actually use the fear at the moment of action. And then there was another incident of the terror attack in Rishon LeZion. And then I had also to implement all the stuff that I know. It was fighting for life, literally, against terrorists, a knife-wielding terrorist. And at that moment, already, I had already ingrained more insights on the fear that I could implement in real time. And there was another event, my daughter's birth. She was born during a home emergency labor. Can you imagine that? I gave birth to I delivered my daughter while my son is on my leg, crying on my leg. So it's a crazy situation. And I know exactly what I did at the moment of action. I was almost paralyzed, and I knew what had helped me, what had helped me to function, to operate in real time. And let me tell you that all these events has caused a lot of organizations and institutes in Israel and worldwide to invite me to talk about fear, because some of these events are recorded. And but from all of this, you might think, okay, Kfir, you are an emotionless machine who works by protocols, right? No. Then I'm not a machine. I'm a human being of flesh and bones, and I'm afraid. And I'm afraid a lot. But as time went by, I learned how to fear. I learned to fear wisely, and I can know today I already have a really organized system on how to do it. And it's I learned that fear in the right amount is good, but exaggerated is not good. It's already anxiety. So anxiety is a fear. It's an excessive fear without justification from the external circumstances. And most of us live with anxiety, guys. Even you, my friend, that you listen, you think you're calm, yeah, everything is okay. Probably you have some kind of anxiety because it's such a big pandemic today that almost no one is not anxious. And you cannot imagine how much you can lose because your fear is not managed properly. Now again, fear is not an error. We have to use it. We need to know, not eliminating it, not overcome it, but using it for our own benefit. Okay? And this is my question. In every course that I give, in every lecture that I give, who here wants to be an artist in the field of fear? If you listen to this live video, please type down me. If you want just the first step, let me see. Write down me. I want to be an artist in the field of fear. Okay? Go on. Because, see, you don't want to be just an artist in the field of, I don't know, maybe music is good, maybe sport is good, maybe cooking is good. But if you are an artist in the field of fear, you're going probably to be able to become artist in any field. Every field is now open for you. And this is what I felt on myself, guys. I had so many breakthroughs, and my students had so many breakthroughs in their lives because of the correct management of fear. And and the correct management, it's so important because every one of us, yeah, we experience, everybody, if you will ask him, Ken, you want to be an artist in the field of fear, he will say yes. But not a lot will do things that I did. And I'm proud to say that I did, but retroactively, I didn't have the plan to do. Okay, but I did some stuff, I sacrificed some stuff, and this is what made me someone who could break through in many fields. And you can be one of them if you will be an artist in the fear. If you be the artist of fear, yeah? Everyone could be an artist of field. You don't need to be born a brave person. I wasn't brave as a child, you see. I wasn't brave at all. I was a regular kid. But the system that I've developed made me today someone who can do a lot of stuff. And you can do it. If you can learn, you can implement, you can do it. I believe in every one of you. And you see here, this is my clinic. So many people come here and learn how to use fear wisely. They are becoming a symbol of fear in their own environment. Okay? And, okay. So far, guys, if you have questions, please write down. This is a question on Instagram. These days, many people are using medicines for their anxiety, generally overthinking. How can we overcome anxiety and overthinking? Because this kind of things comes from fear of uncertainty. Or how can we apply our techniques in our daily life? What is your name, my friend? KC, what is your name so I can call you? I will answer to this. This is a great question. Okay, so 2 minutes more or less, and I will answer this. Meanwhile, write your name. All right, so guys, let's talk just 2 minutes on the course. Let's understand what's going on. What is the course providing you? Okay, what is the bottom line here? You learn techniques how to harness fear in real time in order to maximize your performance. You learn how to prevent freeze. You know the freezing mode, the paralyzing mode. Now, you see, the freezing mode is not only in fighting. The freezing mode is when you're about to build a business and you are afraid. And you're about to get married and you're afraid. You're about to end a horrible relationship and you're afraid. And when you're about to make a diet and you're afraid. And you're about to make a good investment and you're afraid. This is the paralyzing phase. There is a reason why we have the paralyzing phase of freeze. But how could you use it? How could you prevent it and use it even on the right moment? How to use fear as a powerful weapon at major life crossroads. As we understand, fear is a strong weapon. How could you use it? Techniques how to use it, this is the course. See, the fear is one of the most fascinating phenomena in our life. However, this phenomena, for most of us, is very difficult to deal, right? And this course is teaching you how to handle it and how to walk it. And let me give you a hint. You don't need to defeat the fear, okay? So we are going to cover this. The course is basically built of the 10 keys of fear. What is the 10 keys of fear? Is practical tools and solutions for harnessing fear as a powerful weapon to arm yourself with heroism and to excel in every field of life. So we take this fear phenomena and we are talking about all fields of life. It's not, again, not self-defense here. We are talking about some self-defense, but it's not about only self-defense. It's much more wide than that. And as you know, I don't only do Krav Maga. Krav Maga is one thing that I do. This is one of my, this is a huge expertise of mine, but still it's not the only thing that I do. And the course is dealing with real cases from my own clinic. I'm showing you real cases, how I treat it, how I did it, drills, you have access, like it's video, 24 classes divided to 4 hours and a half, something like that. That's a really comprehensive course. It will take you some time. 24 classes, and I've invested a lot of time. My team and I, we've invested a lot of time in doing this course. So this really is, this course, mark my word, if you will really learn it, you are going to be another person. That's it. You will never be who you are, because this course is such an expertise in fear. That's it. You are going to be the address of people who ask about fear, who want to be brave. You are going to be the address. You're going to be brave, of course, if you will implement. but you will have everything there on fear, I mean. And what does it have to do with the book? Remember the book Unconventional Weapon and the full guide of using fear. This is basically based on the book, but it's more comprehensive than the book, because the book, like the 10 Keys of Fear, in the video I give so many much more examples and elaborations and explanations. You know, it's video. Text is great, but video is something else. I can talk to you. I'm talking to you really open, and I'm just throwing at you so much information, practical information, the juice, the best juice that I have on fear. 247 euros. And this cost is going to probably rise. Usually this is what I do when I launch a new product. So we have the, let's say, 1 month, I believe. Next month or 2 months from now, it will be a little more expensive. So I suggest you book it now, you take it now. And another thing that you get if you get this course, you can get a like private consultation with me. If you have a question on the course, you can directly contact me and ask me, look, Kfir, these classes, I didn't understand something. Like, I'm opening myself to you through this course. And so, yeah, that's about that. Let's see. Luis Citel, hi there. All right. Okay. So let's answer. Write more question. I'm answering questions from Instagram right now. These days, many people are using medicines for the anxiety. This is true. Cipralex, Ferfenan, Lustral, all these medicines. It's used. Let's understand what's going on with the medicine, how it works. So our nerve system is built of synapses. Yes. Every synapse is connecting to another synapse. In between, there's something called the synapse gap. The drug is working on the synapse gap. Like the electric frequency, basically, between the synapse. Okay, so it's not really curing, it's just preventing the movement of the electric current that leads to the brain that signals that something is wrong. This is more or less how it works. And so the dopamine is remained around the head, the serotonin, the GABA, all these good hormones are left close to the brain because the synapses are not continuing because it stopped. So that's more or less how it works, and we don't want to cure with medicines, of course. And how can we overcome anxiety? How could you overcome anxiety? You learn on fear. You actually learn what is anxiety. By the way, I have a series of videos, what is anxiety. I suggest you go on my profile and check it out. It's really good information. Anxiety basically has 4 components: the emotional component, the behavioral component, the mental component, and the physical component. So, but there's not only anxiety, there's anxiety disorder, general anxiety disorder, there's panic attack, there's phobias, there is anxiety seizure, and there's OCD. There's a lot of stuff that we cover. I'm going to do more courses on which on one of these phenomena, of these illnesses. But how could you cure the anxiety? Learn about it. And there are drills how to walk. I'm going to launch more courses that will deal with that. But in this course, this is the base. You have to know it. What the course consists is highly important information on fear that will, I'm pretty sure, this is my experience with people show this, hundreds of people already, that only these drills in the course or the information from this course, because this course is already in Hebrew, in the book, already that prevents and drastically changes your reaction to anxiety, your anxiety, basically. Okay, how could you apply it? Believe me, you will apply it. I'm very, so many testimonials for my clinic, my physical clinic, for my online clinic, on how people has completely cleaned their anxieties. It is possible. We need to understand that anxiety is not a destiny. It's not something that you should live with. It's something that you can cure, because your natural state of your mind is high bliss. Is complete bliss, happiness. This is the natural state. You don't need to do anything in order to be happy. Your natural state is happiness. Take a look at children, for example. They're always happy. I look at my children, they're running all day long. They want to run naked. They do run naked. They run and they just want to climb on trees, and they're like happy without any reason. Because the natural state of the body, of the mind, is happiness. And we could lose and completely clean all anxiety. I truly believe in that. And everyone could do that. Every sane person can do that. All right. So guys, any questions more? Okay, if you have more questions, please type them now. And I'm going to add a video, a link to the last link. The last comment would be a link to the product itself, to the website. You can purchase it there. If you have any problem with the purchase or something like that, just let me know. You contact me privately. And if you not contact me, you contact my team. Someone will answer you, but feel free to contact me personally. All of you guys that have been to this live, and that's it. So anyway, if you will take the course or not take the course, I want to send my warm blessings here from Israel. I love you all, and I believe in every one of you. Everyone has the ability to be a brave person. You don't need to live to be born as a brave person. And kapap, shalom, ubrachot. Nice, speak Hebrew. Shalom kapap. So every one of you could be brave. I believe in you. I love you. Send you blessings. And we will be, I believe, we will be in touch and hope to see you physically somewhere in Europe, the US, in Africa, and Israel. Shalom from Israel.